say, fuck Donald Trump.
Well, that's gonna be that intro. Welcome to this episode of the Overtime Sports Show. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. Follow us everywhere, WTMN World. Make sure you follow us everywhere. And of course, we're back. Overtime Sports Show. What's up, guys?
What up, dope?
What's going on?
What have we been doing since during this layoff?
Man, staying out the way.
Getting fat.
Getting?
And working. Well, yeah, getting more fat.
Shit. Just, I don't know, man. Staying out the way, trying to get away from this Rona.
If it is.
This Rona. But, working a little bit, tapping into sports a little bit, the sports that we do have.
Word. So, like you just said, though, the sports that we do have, and what are we? We got the NBA going into the playoffs tomorrow. We have MLB back, but kinda, I guess. Like they playing 60 games this season.
Yeah, but they suspended games. Like
Yeah, stopping and having to postpone and whatever. NHL is rolling because they have a bubble. So, and the NBA, of course, is rolling how it's rolling, probably because due to the bubble. Do y'all think that we'll get all sports back?
No. Collegiate sports already done been somewhat canceled from the
within the conference.
Yeah, the Power 5 conferences. I know Big Ten already canceled. Did the Pac-12 follow suit? I want to say Pac-12 followed
They
suit.
ain't canceled though, did it?
I
I thought they just went. They said they only playing conference games.
No, they canceled.
Football.
Big Ten canceled.
Oh.
I don't know if the SEC. I don't think they officially shut down, but 2 out of the 5 Power 5 conferences, I believe, that's already shut down. For as far as football, fall
Yeah, the
football.
Big Ten and Pac-12.
Okay.
I think they're postponing theirs. Like they haven't canceled it yet, or they did. They canceled or postponing all fall sports or whatever, something like that. And it affects college football. It affects their football program.
Yeah, I don't know if the SEC or
So
the
how-
ACC went through it.
So how does that affect the new recruits?
What do you mean?
Like the freshman recruits that's
The
coming
incoming
in to
freshmen?
like Big Ten.
They're probably, working out on campus. Probably, I'm pretty sure they probably doing.
Do that affect like if they don't have
If
a
you
season?
are,
Do it affect their eligibility?
I think that's a part of why they're unionized, and that's one thing that I do like about this whole thing. As far as amateur sports, this is a time to get what they want. I like the thought that Kyrie Irving them had in the very beginning, at least as far as them, not really being a distraction and helping the cause by not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like forcing, if y'all want us to play, if y'all want us to go back to normal that bad, y'all gonna have to break bread. But Patrick Beverly also said, and not to use the name, but if so say we playing, then we playing. But I want to see them at least follow through. We saw it a couple years ago in Missouri, where they unionized and said they wasn't gonna play until because somebody came out and spoke bad on the Black Lives Matter movement back when it first happened and Neil and all that shit. And them niggas said we not playing till that nigga gone, and they got him out of there. So I want to see more of that. I would like them to say we're not taking any risk unless y'all start paying us, number one. And I don't know why ain't nobody asking them to be there with them. Like if anybody you want me to be, you come in if we play in the bubble, you come too. You be at every game. You make every travel. You make every sacrifice that we make. That's what I would say. But so do y'all think that any sport can come back without a bubble successful?
To me, I don't even. The bubble.
Uh,
I think that's like if they gonna do it. I think that's like the best way to do it.
Yeah, but can you do that with a football team though? Like with all the football teams? And you just think about it, NBA didn't even invite the whole NBA. So can you do all?
Disney got enough for the whole NBA. Disney got enough for the NBA. I don't know this to be exact, but the people on TV said Disney has enough space for all of them.
I get that, but NFLs you got more people on the team. Can you accommodate the whole NFL?
From what I understand, they can.
Roster. I'll say NFL roster.
53. men. That's suited.
That's
Yeah,
just the
that's
players.
that's just the
Yeah.
players.
So
yeah.
they said like close to everything
practice-
said and done
practice
close to 100.
squad.
With everybody counted close to 100. So 3,200 people at Disney. Yeah, they could do it.
I just don't believe the quote unquote bubble. Like, I hope that once these NBA playoffs start, like, let's say it's game 3 of whatever series, and a key player, boom, they test positive for the Rona. That's just going. I don't know. Depending on the player, I don't know if those results would even be revealed truthfully. Let's say it is LeBron. He tests positive. It's game 3. They 1-1 right now in the series.
You think they
I don't believe right. I don't believe they're like, oh, pull LeBron for 14 days.
You don't think they're safe where they are now?
No.
I do. Ain't nobody got. See, that's the thing. That's the
They're
thing.
saying no one has it. I don't.
True.
You know.
True.
No,
But that's
people
my.
had it. Man, they had the
When you get it,
quarantine.
when you come in, you got to quarantine, and then they move you closer to. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I think they are taking the proper precautions.
Yeah, they're doing
and they got to
that,
get tested
but
every day. I heard like
Yeah.
once or twice
Yeah.
a day.
I don't believe they're getting tested once or
I
twice a
do.
day.
Cause what's the name? Remember they
he
wouldn't even let him
Ayton,
play
yeah,
because he
Ayton.
forgot to.
They wouldn't let him play that one day because he
Yeah.
forgot, and then Ayton forgot, and he made it just enough time that he could still play.
Aiden
Yeah.
with the Suns, not important.
He's
But
important
they
to
ain't
them.
let him play.
standard.
He's important to them. And
He
they
coulda
and
made the
they went
playoffs.
what 8-0 in the bubble. Now they
Exactly.
won all their games.
Let
So he was
LeBron
important to
miss
them.
a test. He's playing. Nothing's gonna be brought up. Let Kawhi miss a test. He's playing. Nothing's being brought up.
No, I think they'd do the same because they already got their spot. They ain't like if he miss a test.
And now it's playoff time.
Now if he miss you saying like
They don't
if he
have
miss
any
one
time
in the
to-
playoffs?
Have anybody quarantined for 2 weeks? It's playoffs now.
That's true. Doing
So-
step stuff.
You think the bubble? You don't think the bubble will work?
Technically, it's working, but I don't know. I don't
You
believe.
just don't think it's totally safe. And do you think it'll work?
I mean, the way the NBA doing it now, they have to do it just like the way the NBA doing it in order for it to work.
I think it could work. If everyone around the situation is as serious as the NBA has been so far, or it seemed to have been so far, I think it'll work with any sport.
Unless you be like a lemon pepper Lou.
Can the NBA, can any of them last a whole season in the bubble? Because this is what it'll be 3 months in the bubble total. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing, or something like that, right? But it's not 82 games in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that a team could go a whole preseason and
I don't know,
season?
man.
I don't think that could be the quote unquote norm, though. Like,
No, I don't think
During
Players
this
would-
it could. During
players-
this shit it could.
You talking about an entire season over 82 games? I don't see that happening. No. Players would, they'll get fed up with that, or
Yeah, of course, nobody want to be in the
You
bubble
human,
if they don't have to.
man.
See, and that's I think they could do it. They might have to split the season into like quarters or thirds or something like that, or halves even. You know, well, you probably like quarters, like each half has a half, and then maybe like a month break, and then you go back in and X, Y, and Z. But that'll be the whole year. You couldn't do it in the normal time span.
I hope that don't happen, man.
That's the only way you're gonna get sports though.
I think it's gonna be harder for the NFL.
If they don't do it that way, they can't do it.
Like,
and then
I
the NFL, yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
I don't understand the NFL because it's like they made a big deal like you can't trade jerseys after the game because of the quarantine and all this stuff.
You gonna be sweating and doing whatever else.
Yeah,
NBA,
you
you
tackling
can't
them off. You know
But
what I'm
you
saying?
still
What
sweating,
sense
like,
did that make to
man,
me?
It doesn't.
That don't make no sense
Nose
to me.
tackle and a center.
That's what I'm saying.
If I got the Rona,
Exactly.
if he got the Rona,
But you can't trade, like, that makes no sense to me. And that's why I think, like, the NFL, like, behind on stuff. I like the way the NBA doing it, but to make that statement, that's like a dumb statement to me.
I agree.
Like, I don't get that part, but
All
So,
that does is hinder you.
so Bert, you think it could work? You think they could do it for a whole season? Do you think any sport could do it for a whole season
No,
in the bubble?
no.
Could you do it?
Um,
I'm talking about even, let's just say if it's proposed, like my theory, like with basically for.
I mean, that's my job. I gotta go to work. I gotta do it. Yeah.
Even in the fourth quarter, you wouldn't try and.
I'm saying I'm gonna have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Even if
that's
you,
what's proposed.
Outside of that standpoint, you would be like, okay, I'll do it for half. I would if it's quarters like that.
I wouldn't want to, because it's like you play, then you go home for maybe a month and come back and play like that. But it's just like...
It's basically like you playing overseas to an extent.
Yeah.
Your family's not going to be there.
Also, what I would
Skype
do...
and do whatever.
Well, they can. And Disney has enough room, so if my family want to come...
But I heard they can't come to, like, the playoffs.
Yeah, second round or something like that.
Yeah.
But what I would do, if I was one of these gentlemen, what I would have been doing, I'd have been working on one of the reporters. You know what I'm saying, since, because there's a couple of them that Ron's Gold, she fine. That something Reddy, Stephanie Reddy, I think she fine. That the new black chick for the NBA.
And you think that's not going down? I believe that's going down.
But I would have, you know what I'm saying, it would have been there, and then now, yeah, we can go in the bubble because I'm gonna be straight anyway.
What about the football player that just got fired for sneaking somebody in? Did y'all read about that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Somebody tried to disguise her or something like that.
Snuck her in Seahawks gear. That's why they caught her. Everybody keeps saying, I want to see the girl because I want to see how was she mistaken. That's how they caught her, because they knew exactly it was a woman. She was smaller than everybody else.
You think that was the first time that this has been done? No.
Well,
that's the first time to get caught, yes.
Yeah.
That's the first time? No.
Man, I don't know.
That's why I say the bubble is not a bubble. You think people ain't doing X, Y, Z on the side?
I don't think niggas leaving.
I'm not saying. I'm talking about bringing people in, and then they coming in and leaving.
Yeah, if you got a way of doing it that way, do it.
I believe they do. I wouldn't put it past them.
Especially these young guys, man. It's like...
It's enough money, man. It's enough money for me to chill. I'm coming out. I'll be back.
Not for a while, though.
I don't give a shit. But I'm poor, so that's why I'm thinking about it, me making millions of dollars while doing it.
Well, you would think even if you try to sneak somebody, you won't think you're gonna lose your job for it.
I'm not.
You were thinking like maybe suspension or something.
Do you know? Let's say if you could bring somebody in and they can't leave until you leave. I know we're all supposed to say the nice things. Oh, that'll work. What's gonna happen once she gets on your nerves? What's gonna happen, because she and pray to God it ain't gonna happen.
They staying for that.
It ain't gonna happen. That's what I said. But what if you can invite people in, but they gotta stay while you there?
That wouldn't work. They wouldn't do that.
Okay. All right. Fact the fuck out of here. Philly comes out the East.
Fuck out of here, man. I've never been high on Philly.
Philly? The fuck?
This guy to my left, for whatever reason, was high on Philly. From the start of the season, They lost all their shooting, and I don't get it.
I was high on Philly, man, but how this season going, they not using their full potential, man. And it's kind of aggravating. I'm not a Philly fan, but if you got potential, man, you should be better than what you are. So, I mean, fuck out of here, because I know they ain't going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. But, I just had higher expectations for them. But
they're out the first round. They're playing Boston. They're out.
You probably right.
I don't disagree.
Even if Ben was playing, they would have been out.
I don't disagree. If you're Philly, will you keep Embiid, or will you keep Simmons, or will you end the process?
I would keep Embiid. I would get rid of Simmons.
Or you gotta, I guess, option other is keep them both and just try to build around.
I wouldn't keep both of them. It's time to just break that up. I would keep Embiid.
Well, hold on. Good way to answer that. I want to start off different then. Do you think Embiid and Simmons can win together?
Anything can happen. It's possible they could win together, but if I'm GM, it's time to break that up, man.
So what about you, Bert? You think Embiid and Simmons can win together?
Now you say it's time to break it up. They really haven't had all that much time together.
They had enough time, bro.
Not really.
No, not really.
What, 4 or 5? What was it?
Like
4 years?
3 years, really.
Damn, I would say 2. Shit.
Oh yeah, the injuries 2. And all that.
Yeah.
And
so
without counting this year, 2.5.
But do you think even if they stay together, do you really think they gonna do something?
with the right coach and better team and better pieces around them, yeah, I think they could.
Now,
If they were to get Ty Lue, I think they would play better. I don't know what that would mean in the end, but I think they could play better. Together, especially.
to answer your question, Embiid or Simmons, I really don't know because both of them they're injury prone. I guess Simmons is younger, to a degree, I guess.
You can replace Simmons though.
I don't want to give Simmons his ceiling just yet. I don't think this is what you see with Simmons. This is what you get, the end result. If he can create a shot, then shit, Simmons is
That's
a top
a big
5
can.
player. If
That's
he
a
can create
big
shot.
can, dog.
Yeah.
So I mean, the potential is there. So I would err on the side of keeping Ben.
Ben Simmons act that, but that's why I say, because if they were to somehow make him work at the 4, or just not at the point to guard, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe make him a full-fledged point forward. Like put him in cause the Joker is their ball handler. You know what I'm saying? But he not point guard, you know. He the one making the decisions out of his wherever position they put him on the floor. So if they could maybe make that work with both of them, I think
this is almost like a Penny and Shaq situation to where
Penny was a much better scorer.
I get that. I'm just saying like Shaq contract came up and everybody was like, we definitely got to keep Penny around. And Shaq felt some type of way about that. Embiid's contract is about to be up, I believe. If it's not this summer, it's next summer.
Yeah, no, it's coming in. It might be this summer.
It's on him if he wants to re-up. They already re-upped on Ben Simmons. He got his money.
Yeah.
So maybe Embiid is feeling, okay, y'all ain't beginning contract talks with me. I'm up out of here. He feeling some type of Shaq way. So that could possibly happen to where,
yeah.
And about if the team wants to break it up, the players don't break it up.
Got you. So if you're the team, you can only keep one, or in the process, what you choose.
They already done chose Ben, in my opinion. They already re-up with Ben.
I'm asking what you gonna do.
I'm re-upping with Ben.
And letting Embiid go?
Because the only reason I say that is because, like I just said, I believe this is not the end process or product for Ben Simmons. Embiid, as talented as he is, and I'll definitely want him on my Heat team, but with that situation with Ben,
that's why he's saying that, because he wants to go to the Heat.
See, man, I think you could replace Ben, though. I think you could get a guard out there.
Not a 6'9", 6'10" guard.
I think you could get a guard. It might not be 6'9", 6'10", but I think
you can get Lonzo Ball.
You could get a guard to replace him. Like, you can't really...
You can get Lonzo Ball to beat Ben Simmons in their offense.
Maybe. That's a big maybe.
No.
But
Lonzo super step back more.
I like Lonzo, but no.
Lonzo if Lonzo was as aggressive as Ben Simmons, he'd be better than Ben Simmons.
Right.
I can see that.
He already can shoot better. He played just as good defense, maybe more better. He's a much better point guard to me. Point to guard.
Because he's just he's true. He's a true.
That's what I'm saying.
Ben Simmons get a lot in the fast break and a lot on drives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it ain't.
See, that's what I'm saying. Just like that, you can say like maybe Alonzo Ball,
but
what can Embiid like?
But
who you gonna replace with Embiid?
You gotta look at the way the game is being played.
Small
also.
ball, yeah, I get it.
Embiid fits in.
But does small ball
win? Saying.
Because even with the Warriors, yeah, they had Draymond playing center, but they always had centers on them teams. Big ones.
But them they really
rim protectors.
They ain't really matter. When they are.
Well, we saw what happened once the rim protector was removed against Cleveland.
What you mean, healthy players was on Cleveland team? That was the factor. It wasn't about the bigs.
I'm not saying that was, if you on a scale or whatever, or a bigger piece of the pie. But that's a piece of the pie.
Man.
I'm not saying it. Hey, fuck the Warriors. They lost. I don't give a shit. They shouldn't have lost. But that helped them.
You just don't get a big. To me, he's not using his full potential because I think Embiid could be a lot or
I think
a
it's
way
coaching.
better player.
I think it's coaching. Why he not?
Think so?
Why he, and the system this year, because he didn't. We wasn't saying this last year. He wasn't playing up to his potential. He was killing niggas last year.
No, he still
Nah, I
had
still
nights
say that
where
last
he
year.
was.
He had like
nonchalant
28
about
last
it.
year, right?
I get that, but I'm just saying.
But it was a time.
Every night he didn't.
If I'm
get
not
it.
Last,
mistaken-
if
I'm
any
not mistaken-
year, last year was the wrong year to question his potential.
But if I'm not mistaken, he had a game with 0 points, dog.
Last year,
Yes.
I don't remember. I want to see.
How in the world can you be that good and
He
have
did.
0 points? I'm
If
sure
I get a
he
pick
did.
in this, I would choose to restart. I would trade both of them for 2 number ones, turn at least 2 of the number ones into somebody great, and build through the draft and free agents.
I think the player already decided that the restart for them.
So I guess we will. Any other sports we want to get into before we just go into the NBA end of the year stuff? All right, so
yeah, I do.
Or what?
How y'all feel about high-ranking high school players playing for HBCU? Like, do y'all feel like it will benefit them? Do y'all feel like they should do it, or do y'all feel like they
You go
shouldn't do
first,
it?
Bert.
The only way it wouldn't benefit them because of the way the contracts are set up with these top conferences, from ACCs and SECs. Okay, let's say basketball, ACC, Big Ten, Big 12. They all on ESPN and Fox Sports, whatever else. HBCUs, they don't have that. Now, if they did have that, it would be the same playing field.
Now the only thing I ask about that is because you know that it's always kind of flexible with that. I know it's a big difference between a conference like the A10 and like Howard or somebody, but when Jameer Nelson and Delonte West was there, them niggas is on TV. So if you playing good basketball, they put you on there. At least that's what I think.
Even when they was at the height of that, Jameer and Delonte, they was going like they might get on ESPN2 or something. They wasn't no. They were not highlighted for a Tuesday night game.
They were. They were. You know they was undefeated the whole season.
I get that.
They were.
It took for a minute for them like 25-0 to get.
Jameer Nelson was like a notable player.
Yeah, he would.
It's gone like
But
baby
we're talking
Iverson.
about out of the exception though. That shit happens once
All
out
I'm
of how many
saying,
years.
because that's what happened. And then when that was in the tournament though, but with that old ass white woman, the from Illinois, I think they're Chicago something. They won a mascot, but the woman, you know, it's always they got somebody in the crowd. That one year was like the nigga from Kansas' uncle. He wore a clock. They person in the crowd was this old ass white woman who used to wear like a thing. Sister Mary or some shit, or
Yeah,
Mama
I know.
Mary.
Again, it's all about a system, man. Like from Rudolph with the Kentucky. These certain coaches like Krzyzewski, famous at Duke, or Boeheim at Syracuse, or my man at Arizona. All these certain coaches, I don't believe that they're just great coaches like that. They get great talent to come.
Yeah.
It's a system.
But
And
you
that's
also
over
have
year
to
after
be good
year
to
after
win
year.
that too, though.
It's
Because
not
as we
hard
can see,
to win with
it is
the
hard
best
to win
talent
with
out there.
It's not that easy because the top talent don't always win.
But as a whole, if
You're
I'm
right.
recruiting,
You're right. But what I'm saying is having great players definitely helps. It makes the job 99% easy. But you still, Shaq and Kobe didn't win until Phil Jackson got there.
Yeah, you still
right,
got.
but I'm talking collegiate right now.
For
I'm
instance,
going
Even
collegiate.
then, because Coach K don't win every year.
For instance, I was just about to
He
say
has
that.
a
Like
t-
last year, they had a top recruit at Duke. Michigan State put him out the tournament. Coach.
Anything happen in turn, but I'm saying y'all look at it. Y'all
Michigan
looking
State
at-
always
looking
get
at
nice
the
recruits
broader,
and they don't-
the broader spectrum, brother. Like it's a system, man. Like if these certain players went to Howard for 10 years straight, Howard gonna be a powerhouse school.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna get that because they're gonna keep going to these Dukes and.
But I think
why
that's what
North
he's
Carolina-
saying.
That's
Will
what
it-
I'm saying.
should they do that? Should they
Yeah.
start going to HBCU?
Back to what I was saying, like I believe they should, but it won't because those HBCUs don't have the contracts to put them on TV to get the exposure.
They'll get them. I think
But
they
you
will
think
get
if you
them.
got say this year, say the top 3 prospects out of high school went to Howard or whatever, you won't think they'd give them no TV?
It would
time?
have to be Howard and others too. Just couldn't
I'm
be
saying
one
you
school.
but you got
It
top
got to be 3 different
pros-
schools.
1, 2, and 3.
HBCUs. It has to be 3 to 5.
I think
or
if
something
you
like that.
got the top 3 went to just Howard by itself, I don't know how much, but I think they would get some kind of TV
They
time.
will.
But the coaches at these other schools got to agree to play them. Like
I don't think
Howard got to
even
get on
if
the
they-
phone and go call Michigan State.
Even if they didn't, I
call
think
success,
they
let's play. They
I
can be
agree
like
with
no.
you, Bill.
They
I
can be
agree
like
with
no.
you.
I think even if they didn't play the big schools, say they played Hampton or
They can play their regular schedule. They'll
And
be
then
on
they
TV.
go.
They at
ain't
least
gonna
give
work.
them one
It ain't gonna
TV.
work.
And I tell you this. Well, not that far. To get to, I was gonna say they'd make it like a HBCU night of the week. That'll take a couple years or more teams. That might even happen the first year, but it'd have to be at least 3 schools probably. For them to make like an HBCU night of the week or something like that. But no, I'm with the Ville. Because they do that. They do that.
Yeah.
If you're good anywhere in the world, they'll find you.
Remember they used to have like the Grambling games on like BET football
Yeah.
games.
Well,
That was for the like.
Well,
private games and everything else.
no. For a while, they were showing HBCU games on Saturdays. So, you're right.
But I think it had to be like multiple prospects.
It'll be BT
Like if
and
you
remote.
did, no, I'm saying like
They
if
have
you did like one prospect that went
Like my man going. Where you going?
Howard.
Okay.
but it's like it's just him.
Who is Howard gonna play on their schedule this year?
Whoever they play.
Whoever
But that's
they
only
play,
one.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying. If it,
He only- it's
and
only
he
one
like
player,
he
too,
was
though.
like what 25 or something. Say my man Mikey Williams, whatever, which is #1. Say if he joined him, you don't think they gonna put not one game on TV?
So just to answer the question, go ahead and answer this question. What are you saying here? Sorry. Do you think they put one game on TV?
No,
If the #1 prospect joined him, you don't think they'd put one game on TV?
like my man that went to state. What's his name?
Who?
He's going to state
Imani?
from Imani.
He ain't going. He ain't.
I'm saying if he was to go to an HBCU, they will put a game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cause like Mike Williams right now is the #1 prospect in high school. If he went to what was it Howard with the dude that went Bobo, not Bobo.
Maker. I don't know his first
Maker,
name.
Maker. That's
Not
what
off
Maker,
rip,
Maker.
they wouldn't. Not off rip, they wouldn't.
They would get at least
They
one
get one
game.
game. They're definitely
At
get
least one game.
At least one. So I guess we'll just focus in on the bubble. All games have been played. The playing game has been played. Memphis came in as the 8th seed. They lost Jaren Jackson Jr. Subsequently found themselves at least still in the playing game, but losing to Portland. Portland got hot. Phoenix got hot during this bubble run. Lots of surprise players. Just real quick through the bubble, who was the best team during the bubble?
I mean, technically, you gotta say the Phoenix Suns. They were undefeated.
Yep.
But and yeah, Booker, he's nice. I will say this: I didn't see.
I want to say you yelled at me about Devin Booker before, but I don't remember, so I'm not gonna say it.
What, at Kentucky coming into the league? I did not see
Nobody
Booker.
expected
I didn't either. I didn't
Nobody
either.
expected it.
I'm just saying. I think I might have said he was pretty good or something. You know how you like to yell at me about. You know how you like to split hairs about being good and pretty good and what's good? 18 points, 19 points. What's good? He ain't an all-star.
No.
I think you did, but I don't remember, so I won't say.
I like Booker. I like my man with the Jazz and certain players. I like certain players.
Who with the
I don't.
Jazz?
Mitchell. Yeah, who by the way, Pistons could have had.
He could.
I won't say it, but
He not one of them. He not a.
he
He
in
not
the
gonna
West
make
making the playoffs at the 4th or 5th seed.
And then ain't gonna win shit.
I'm just saying.
All they gonna win is 47 games a
He
year, 50
knocked
games
out
a
a
year.
They
player
gonna
that you like.
They
not
gonna lose
win.
first round.
They gonna not win
To
there
Denver.
because
Denver gonna beat them.
he's their best player and he can't get them there. That's why. I love.
He's
Donovan.
advanced to the second round already.
Not to the
West.
finals. He gonna get there.
I'm just saying.
It's Utah. It's more about him and Utah than it is just about him.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think the highlight of the regular season at the bubble was Devin Booker. Like he showed up.
Okay. What about you, Devin?
The best team, Phoenix Suns.
All right. Well, who's the second best team then?
Second best team. That's kind of hard to say.
And to be honest, I haven't
Who was
even
that,
really.
Portland?
Nah, man.
Really? That would be my second. Who was the worst? Who was probably the worst? One of the worst teams during playing the bubble. And I can't be picking because you know who I'm gonna say, but I'm a fan of this team.
Purple and gold.
I cannot believe this shit.
You can't say. You said one of the worst teams.
Who was
the worst?
The worst. They wasn't the worst. Washington.
How about
was the worst.
say Washington, Memphis?
Memphis?
Washington shouldn't even have been
Memphis.
there.
Memphis have been there a couple times. They just was hurt.
They said the
The
same
Browns
thing
just
about
look
Phoenix.
bad.
Though. They like Phoenix shouldn't even been there.
They probably shouldn't have
boiled
been
out.
either. That's true.
That's probably why they did that.
What if they would have invited the Pistons and the Pistons won 9 in a row?
Bubble MVP.
Dang.
I don't care about that.
Dang. I don't care about it either.
Oh.
But if you ask me a question, I'm going to say dang.
So, you know, Dame looked real good. Dame and his team actually made it into the playoffs. They're the AC and they be taking on the Lakers. On that team is Melo. Melo looked real good, especially in the bubble. Sometimes.
He looked okay.
He looked real good. And he didn't look good a couple times when they needed him. But were we wrong about Melo?
Wait, don't say we.
And we
Don't
can
say
go back
we.
to the tape. I said
Don't say we.
I said if he gets an extended time with the team, he will succeed. I didn't believe that he would get that extended time.
We all pretty much said the same
That's
thing.
where so
You
look at
just
the tape
said
what I
it would
said.
work. So we asking, you were right so far that it worked because I didn't think it was gonna work. But he also wasn't playing like this.
Talking about Houston.
I don't wait for that shit to stop.
In Houston, he didn't get an extended time.
Yeah, he ain't get enough.
And
time.
then Tony,
That's what I'm
and then
saying.
that was
That's why
he
he
got
didn't
that
get an
Tony. That's what I'm
extended
saying. He got
time.
that Tony fired.
But
and
what was
that
the
Tony
excuse
got
for
his ass back.
OKC?
Exactly.
Russ, who can't nobody.
It's always
in my
like
opinion,
this.
can't
It's
nobody.
never Melo.
Can't nobody succeed with Russ. It ain't gonna happen for Harden. It ain't gonna.
Look,
I'm just
I'm
telling
glad
you.
he playing well. I'm a huge Melo. I'm glad it's working.
Me too.
I didn't think it was gonna work because I didn't think he was gonna play like how he playing now, and he's playing exactly how we all said that he would need to play for it to work.
He's playing his role. And as long as he accepts his role,
Really, how is he playing differently? Somebody please tell me.
he not playing differently. It's
He's
just
not-
like he's playing his role, man.
His things on the weak side of the play, when the ball is not in his hands, he seems more engaged and more active, and that was always the knock. He don't really do shit till you get the ball, and the ball stops when it gets to him. He'll pass it. He'll make the second pass. He's a lot of times he's getting an open shot. He didn't really get that because he was the man with the ball in his hand. So,
True.
that's how. He's picking and popping now. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing like normal man. He changed to fit, and he's fitting like a motherfucker.
When he
I'm
had
glad.
somebody to pick and pop with, he's only had that one time in his career with, I guess, Chauncey. Other than that,
He didn't really pick and pop then though. That wasn't his.
I don't know.
You get what I'm saying. But no. So congrats to Melo. Do you think that Portland has a chance against the Lakers in the first round?
No. People want to put up this. They might get a game or two because it's the bubble. If this was normal, regular, I would give Portland one game, maybe game 3. If this was normal.
With all being said and how the Lakers have looked, you still say that?
If this was normal, yes.
Okay.
If the first 2 games was in LA at Staples, it'll be 2-0, quick 2-0. Dame might get a 60-point game in game 3, and then boom, the Lakers take the next 2, 4-1. Within this bubble, they might get 2 games, possibly.
Okay. What about you?
That's a
Steve?
stretch too. There might be 5 in the bubble as well.
Even though how they've been, are you
Even
saying
though-
that in hopes that LeBron and AD is gonna go
Because
crazy?
I'm not a believer in. Now when they faced the Pelicans, we had a bet when AD beat Portland in the first round, swept them. You was high. I've never been high on Portland because of this fact. Dame and CJ is never gonna work together. You can't hide both of them on the defensive end when come postseason play, like second round and above. They were fortunate to get out of the second round last year because of how the seedings were.
Who do they have to hide them from in LA?
On LA, LA is big. They're big. From 1 to
Portland
5,
is.
they're big. No, they're not. Portland is not big 1 to 5
They're
because
not.
Dame and
They're not
CJ
not
are
1 through
small.
5, but their bigs are big. So who are they hiding Dame and CJ from? Alex Caruso,
At a point, I'm just
J.R. Smith. I'm asking.
No.
Danny Green.
Danny Green. Then don't
Gotta
I mean,
hide him. Continue on with your point. I'm fine with your answer. I'm just asking a question.
I just don't see that small 2-guard shit is not gonna work.
Okay. What about you, David?
My thing is, anything can happen in the playoffs. You can get hot. AC could be a 1 seed. It's happened before.
Yeah.
But
One time, by the way.
my thing is with Portland is they might even get, it might even go like 5 games, maybe. That's a big maybe.
5 is a fade.
So you agree with me there?
No, maybe even 6 games, but
5 is a
that's
fade.
only if
With how the Lakers been playing, 5 is a maybe.
that's my concern, because the Lakers haven't been playing like
That's my concern.
before the bubble. That's why I said maybe 5 or 6 games.
That's my only concern. These
But
niggas do not look
At the
good.
same time,
Was it
Portland
playoffs?
don't play no D,
Was it playoffs?
and who's gonna stop? If AD and LeBron play their game,
You know,
it could be easily a sweep
You
if
know-
they play their game.
that's disrespectful in the way what you just said. To great players like Tim Duncan.
What? Because I said, was it playoffs?
Because
And they're in
neither
a
of
bubble
these
situation
players,
too?
neither of these players that we questioning on LA has no playoff mode. They talk about that old he
Who-
goes 0 dark
don't
30.
have
Don't
no-
give a fuck about that shit. He said that
Who don't have no playoff
LeBron
mode?
and they lost last year. None of these niggas, they talking about it's playoff. So when we get a playoffs, we just expect AD to turn into something different and LeBron turn into something different. I don't think the playoffs
LeBron
are fun.
can do that.
LeBron has done
All right.
it
He
before,
can do that.
plenty of time.
Okay, I think LeBron just play high all the time. He played at a very high level all the time. It's not like he just say, "Oh, it's the
No,
playoffs.
man.
Let me take it
So
another
his
step."
It's a little
intensity
different.
does not grow.
I don't think
when
so.
the
I think he
playoffs
say a
hit.
lot of shit and it don't be
No,
true.
it does, though.
Remember, he used to read the Hunger Games books. when
I
that shit
could
was
I
out.
could name plenty of
LeBron
times.
is a walking ad, by the way, just so we
Man,
can say.
I could name
But
plenty
LeBron,
of times when
before he
in
was
playoff
used to
mode.
he used to read the books, and then it was 0 dark 30, and we turned off all of our phones, and you went 3-1 in the finals when he was doing that shit. And then last year, I'm only saying this because I didn't give a fuck when he did none of this in Cleveland. I don't care. But then he brought all that hoopla shit to LA. Playoff Brown activated. He made the post and everything.
He didn't make the playoffs last year.
Exactly.
So what are you talking about?
So why did he said that though? You remember he said that.
How can you
He
go
said
playoff
that, and
mode?
then he said that they lost like 4 games in a row. Then he got hurt again, and they wasted the
But
rest
people
of the
don't
season.
understand.
But that's what I'm saying.
He was in 4th
All
place
I'm
before
saying,
he got hurt. So if he never got hurt, he's still in the playoffs.
He came back last year.
Yeah, but they was already in the hole.
You right, but he the one said playoff activated. I didn't say that.
I
He
know.
did. So playoff activation when he says it didn't get you in the playoffs.
Okay. But
Let me just get to my point. I don't want
Toronto.
because LeBron plays well all the time. And when he was down 3-2 or whatever, yeah. But that was a different circumstance than we just stepping into the playoffs. I say it's disrespectful because you remember Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan would chill. He averaged 22 and 12 the whole season. Might have a season high like 34, probably, right? 38 maybe.
Okay.
In the playoffs, Tim Duncan would go crazy.
He wouldn't be doing no 45, 50.
I ain't saying that, but he would play.
Yeah, that's
You would
a part of
see.
it.
You would see. He stepped his intensity up. That's the flip. That's the switch. We don't. LeBron just play good all the time. We never seen it to where LeBron just like chilling and then get the playoffs. It's like, I'm about to go crazy.
Every great player,
man,
boosted up in the playoffs.
Dog, we did not. That when he played Boston, he was going crazy, dog. That he didn't boost his play up.
I said,
especially Detroit. As much as I hate to
down.
say this, the Detroit series.
What is it that I'm saying that you're not hearing?
You said he's not in boost.
In situations, I said that. Do I just say? Do I say?
You said he's not.
Do I say things too long and you stop listening? Because I said outside of certain situations, I said when he was. I even gave an example when he was down in Boston 3-2. Yeah, I'm not talking about. I'm just saying because you guys are saying, or it sounds like y'all are saying, now this playoffs, they for real.
Okay, so
you get what I'm saying? It's like I think LeBron play hard all the time. It's not a playoff LeBron. It's not a playoff LeBron. LeBron just play good.
But in your own words, you said in certain situations. So
he'll step up because
okay. But if that's regular season, does he do that? If he down 3-2,
you're not down 3-2 in the regular season.
Exactly. So if it's regular season, that game doesn't matter.
So because it happens in the playoff to you, that's a playoff mode. He turns into playoff LeBron.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to talk about
that.
All right.
Either you do it or you go home.
So you're picking Portland?
Not picking Portland. I'm gonna pick LA. I'm not crazy. That's all I say. I don't want to put the energy out there.
You can put whatever you want. Do you think they're gonna beat them?
I think they could. I think it's a real chance.
So what you saying? It's going 7 games?
Maybe not.
Yes or no?
6.
Okay.
6 Portland, 6 LA.
6 LA. I said I'm not. You don't listen. I said I'm not picking Portland. Right. But if Portland were to win, I wouldn't be shocked.
Shit, I'd be shocked.
Or I would be shocked, but I could see how it would happen.
I couldn't see how it
because they not playing real good right now. They having trouble. And that's the thing, because after, that's why I say the stuff.
You gonna see the switch.
That's why I say the stuff I say, because he came out and said all that stuff before the Denver game when he sat 1 or 2 games, right? Because they needed somehow. They was off 4 months and they needed rest, and then he got rest, and then he came back against Denver. That was the game that that was gonna be their measuring stick game. Right. That was the game. That was when they were supposed to come out and we're taking a step into the playoffs. And they struggled and lost.
Clippers, man.
I'm picking LA, but if it was like I'm like 60-40.
You crazy, man. Don't get too hyped because of fucking what's his name?
Dame.
No, not Dame.
CJ?
No, I'm thinking from the Mavs. Fucking.
Oh, Luka.
No, I'm talking about LA. I'm talking about.
He's talking about
the Lakers too.
Oh no!
I was talking about the Clippers. Ain't no way. Them niggas, man, they about to get rid of it.
I don't know. I think the Clippers tricky, man.
They about to shut. In key moments, Kawhi is gonna shut down fucking Luka. In spurts, he's gonna shut him down. Luka's still gonna get his points or whatever. Luka's still gonna get his points, but they gonna lose the fucking game.
The key is gonna be Porzingis though.
Ain't no key to it. Niggas not beating the Clippers.
The key is gonna be Porzingis, dog.
Porzingis can average 25.
I don't think they
will not win the series.
Because Porzingis, he's
I don't think they're gonna win either.
It ain't going no 7. It ain't going no 6. I don't think. That's gonna be 5 and out.
Just don't let Luka get hot.
Luka can't get hot. He gonna get hot, but like I said, in key spurts. All right, Kawhi.
Is Montrez came back yet?
Nope.
They don't need him just yet for the Mavs. They gonna need him to win it all, but they don't need him just yet. Not for the Mavs. They don't need him.
So if the Mavs beat the Clippers, would you be surprised?
Definitely, but it's not gonna happen.
All right. What's the next matchup? 3-6.
3-6 is
Denver and the Jazz. Fuck the Jazz. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I hope both
Denver
teams
gonna win
lose.
that.
I fucking hate Denver and I hate the Jazz. I hope both of them lose. I hope the Rona win.
I like Denver though.
I don't.
I like that young core, dog. I like them.
I always hated them. I don't like.
They
Michael
get a
Malone.
matchup like this, they'll make it to the second round.
They just a East Atlanta, or sorry, a West Atlanta.
Denver?
Yeah. Remember Atlanta got
They better
rid
than
of
Atlanta.
and won like
They better
61
than
games.
Atlanta. I get that. They
Better
better
than
than
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Fucking they got the
Top
exact
it down,
same.
They better. No, they not. They better.
Joker is Al Horford who get the ball 30 times a game.
Hell, you
Don't do
disrespecting him.
Don't do that,
You
dog.
disrespecting Joker.
Did they not use him the same?
disrespected
They used to have. They used to
him,
have Al
dog.
Horford standing at the top of the key and
Al
pass.
Horford can't do what Joker does at the top of the
He
key.
can't, dog.
No, it's night and day.
He better
That's
all around
night
player
and day.
than Horford.
God damn, you disrespectful.
I am. Fuck Joker. He weak, man. That nigga ain't that good.
Man.
He a foreigner. He's.
But you like Luka.
He's
He a
different.
foreigner.
That's different. I was gonna say he's the I don't want to say stereotypical, but he's more so the typical foreigner. You know, they really good finesse players, but when it count, look at what happened. Them niggas don't make a fucking difference.
And that's gonna be Luka.
I disagree.
Luka gonna be
I
a
disagree.
foreign Tracy McGrady. When it's all said and done.
I don't know, but at least right now I'm gonna say no. I don't know.
Nah, he gonna be.
So 3-6.
He's young. He just getting started. But all right, 3-6.
Denver. I have
Rona.
nothing else to say about that.
I got the coronavirus winning this one.
I got them.
Was it 4-5?
Thunder and Rockets.
I got them.
Now, I got the Thunder as long as
Rockets getting
if
swept.
Russ is sitting.
I wouldn't say swept.
Rockets getting swept.
If Russ is sitting, I'm going Thunder. But if
Russ
Russ
play,
plays,
they losing in 3.
Houston gonna win if Russ plays. And y'all know I'm a
Houston-
CP guy.
James Harden won't play game 4 if Russ play. He'll like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm done. It ain't even all about Russ. It's just I'm sick of this shit. Y'all got me a 6'5" center. Y'all got me out here with Russell Westbrook.
That's their fault.
He there. I would be mad at them and I would say trade me.
Oh,
Cause you got me a 6'5" center and Russell Westbrook and you expect me to win a championship.
but you know how
Get
he
me outta
disappear
here.
in the playoffs too. Harden will disappear in the playoffs.
I'm with y'all. He
Chris Paul
does, but he doesn't.
Chris Paul doesn't get the recognition that he should.
I agree.
You I've
never
You've always
don't say
you
that.
like
Don't
Darren
say that.
Williams
Don't
over
say
here.
that. And
You
I'm-
used to
and
put
why?
Darren
And
Williams
why?
over
And
there.
why? And why? I had his
I don't have
because he
no
was bigger.
reason why.
Because he reminded me of Jason Kidd. I like Jason Kidd was 6'5" or whatever. That's the only reason why. That was the only the reason why. And ever since Darren Williams ain't been good, I ain't said it. So shut up. And that's been like 10 years. Darren Williams ain't played a good basketball game in at least 7 years. So I ain't said it since. So shut up. But
no, shut up. You used to put.
No, I never
Darren
disrespect
Williams
him.
over.
I
That's
dis-
disrespect. I don't care about body size. That's disrespect. You had
Al
Darren Williams
Horford
over
and
CP.
Joker is disrespect.
I had CP over there, really. But I
That's
like
He a
disrespect.
lie. You know he
I
roof
swear.
all light
I
skinned
like,
people. He a
I
liar
like
anyway.
Darren Williams though, but
Darren
to
Williams
me,
was cold.
CP
But
just-
he gonna say like Darren Williams wasn't a fucking monster
Nah,
when he was
a
healthy.
monster.
But
Darren Williams was a monster.
But Al Horford and Joker ain't that's disrespect.
Yes.
But I'm asking him. But Darren Williams and CP is
That's
disrespect.
disrespect too.
Get the fuck
No,
out.
that's
of here.
closer, dog.
Go ahead, anyway.
That's closer.
Anywho,
It is closer, but
Chris
it ain't.
Chris Paul doesn't get the recognition that he does deserve. He gets maybe he does because he ain't won shit either. So maybe he gets adequate amount of respect. But people like James Harden get more respect than a player like Chris Paul, and I don't think that's right.
I can agree with that.
Anywho, to the East, what's the
1-8. We ain't got to discuss this.
So, no.
Milwaukee over
That's what.
Orlando.
4.
2-7 is Toronto, who y'all was not high on.
I wasn't. I mean,
Siakam is
I
that
wasn't-
guy.
I'm not gonna say I wasn't this high on
I
him.
said it the last year, the year before that. Siakam is that guy. He gets better every fucking year. This year, he putting up 25 and like 12 or some shit like that.
Who they
Next
playing?
year's gonna
Who
be-
they playing?
They, damn, who was the seventh? Damn.
wait? What's the 1-8 in the East? Oh,
Milwaukee,
Milwaukee,
Orlando.
Magic.
Y'all said that one yet or no?
Yeah,
Oh,
They
yeah.
play Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. They gonna beat the
They
Nets.
beat the fuck-
They gonna beat the Nets. Yeah.
Well, who is we talking about again? Who's number 2?
Toronto.
Toronto.
They
gonna
beat Brooklyn. They ain't gonna let one slip.
The 3-6 is damn, who's 3-6? Oh, Boston and Philly. Boston.
I got
Boston.
Boston.
4 or 5 is my Heat and Pacers.
They better
Heat.
beat the Pacers.
They
T.J.
better.
Warren gone.
They better.
That's nobody gave T.J. Warren no respect in the bubble.
Because it's in the bubble. You drop 50 in the bubble.
That's in the NBA
I
game.
go in the half.
You don't
I
fuck.
give him respect.
You can't do it.
In the bubble, I
You can't score 50 cents in the fucking bubble.
I give him respect, but he came out. I didn't see this happening, but
it wouldn't happen if it was regular season. Real.
you can't say
Man,
that.
Tony Delk scored 50 before.
Tony
He could do
Delk
it.
was better than fucking T.J. Warren. Tony Delk was better than him. I think Dana Barros has dropped 50 in the NBA game before.
Dana, look
Dana
at the
Barros
names
cold,
he's
though.
saying.
I'm naming players that's better than TJ. That's what I'm doing.
I don't know that.
Was
I
Brandon
think-
Jennings better than?
Yes. He ain't better than TJ.
I ain't saying that. I'm not arguing that one. But Dana Barros,
Yes.
Dana Barros was
He was
cold.
in the league for about 12, 13
he was.
years.
But T.J. Warren showing promise. You know, then you get there.
Promise.
You act like Dana, like we saying he can't reach Jordan height. He can reach Dana Barros height, nigga.
Let me see that nigga get. How many years he been in the league?
I don't know.
Let me see him get past a decade. Then we gonna talk.
Dana Barros.
I don't see him getting past a decade. in the league.
Dana, that's why you play like you play. You idolize Dana Barros.
I don't
You
know.
play like you idolize Dana Barros. But what's next? We got these at 4 or 5. Everybody picked they
I got Heat.
All right. So who makes it to the finals?
If this was normal, like at the beginning of the season, I picked the Clippers and the Bucks. If this was normal, I'd say the same. I'm saying the same. Clippers and Bucks.
Clippers, Bucks.
Ooh, this one. It's kind of hard for me because in the West, I think it's gonna be either LA. Originally,
Which
my
LA?
thing was LA Lakers originally. Only if they could get back to playing how they is.
Ain't no,
But it's gonna be an LA team.
man, you better pick a team.
If I had to pick,
You gotta pick.
I'm picking the Lakers.
Okay, Lakers and who?
See, he
Sixers?
said all of the stuff he said.
Sixers.
And this is why I feel I have the right to say the shit I say about LeBron.
What?
Because as big a fan as you is, and all the disrespect I
That's
just put,
him. That's
just
him.
being
If
real.
I
get
gotta
what you
pick
said.
one,
I get
if I gotta pick one, and you iffy on it,
right.
and
I'm
I
just being
can't
real,
say they have a hard
just
time
being
with Portland.
real, dog.
I'm just saying I can't say they have a hard time with Portland, and
Because
you
you
can't
always
decide
go
they're
with
going to the
how
finals.
the regular
We
season
talking about
goes.
LA and the
I'm
Clippers.
saying,
I mean LA and the
Do you
Clippers
gauge
versus
your
LA and
picks
Portland.
off how the regular season always flows? Because I don't. I never do.
I pick my decision off. It's a combination. The regular season and when it's playoff time, how they're playing going into the playoffs, and the people that's injured or not in the playoffs.
Yeah, I never go off how they playing in the regular season.
I do.
Like, I never put stock
Because,
in
look,
these quote unquote marquee matchups during the regular
No,
season.
because,
and I've
look,
always said that.
Listen,
No,
but look,
I mean, and because they usually go the opposite, and that's one thing.
but
that
look, the reason I picked
LeBron
that
them usually
because
lose them early season matchups, and they usually beat them in the playoffs.
before the stoppage, before all this stuff happened, the way they was playing, I felt like they not gonna lose the way they was playing.
But weren't they 0-2 to the Clippers at that point?
Yeah,
Before the
but I-
stoppage?
3-1 or
No.
2-1.
They was
They won
lost.
They won the last one before they
Yeah.
went to the Bucks.
Oh, okay.
That's
they,
what
they
I'm
beat
saying.
the
But
Clippers
then
and Milwaukee the same week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The way they was playing, but
And
they
one of the,
also
one of the
had.
main player in those
Avery
wins
Bradley.
ain't there.
That's what I'm saying.
Who I said in the beginning of the season was my favorite Laker. Don't you forget, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
That's
Who
what I'm
you
saying.
said didn't fucking matter.
He don't. They
You're
don't.
crazy if you don't.
They
think
don't
Avery
need
Bradley-
him to win a championship.
They
You-
might
man,
need them. to beat-
He's an important
Don't-
part to that.
They gonna need
mistake
him to
me
stop
by
Dame
saying
from
that.
going for 7.
He is helpful. Don't mistake that. He is helpful, but you don't. It's not all about Avery Bradley if you need him there.
Put it like this: they could still win without him, but
Yeah, that's
it'll
what
make
I'm
it
saying.
easier if they
He
have
would
him.
help.
I just
He
said
would
he's helpful.
definitely help. I just hope in my faith in the great LeBron and AD is warranted. You shouldn't be able to beat them niggas. Bubble or not, Avery Bradley or not, Rondo or not. That don't lose. You shouldn't fucking lose.
So you saying the
Shaq
Clippers,
and Kobe had.
So the Clippers beating them that would be a shock for you?
That's a disappointment, yeah.
I'm saying that'd be a shock.
That would be a disappointment, yeah.
You must don't hold Kawhi in that where I hold Kawhi.
I hold who some people will dare argue as the greatest and a really good player right now should be able to beat anybody else in the league. It ain't Shaq and Kobe, but like you don't lose. You're not supposed to lose with shit like that. PG and I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck is Paul George?
If you lose,
in the grand scheme of things, I love Paul George. But who the fuck is he?
If you lose, if you LA and you lose,
I'm not going off of PG. I'm going off of Kawhi.
Okay. I'll put it like this: if you LA and you lose, it's a waste of season. You shouldn't lose.
Well, it's always championship or bust for teams like that.
That's what I'm saying.
If you bust, what the fuck is wrong?
So who you got? Lakers and who?
Oh, did I say who the East?
Who your East? Yeah.
I hate to say this. I think Milwaukee might not make it to the East, though.
So who you got?
Who gonna beat them?
Who you got, Boston? Now you high on Toronto. Now
just,
scary. That's my scary pick.
No, because look, I'm gonna be honest. I thought when Kawhi left, I was like, they're not gonna be as good. Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, nobody thought that.
But the way they're playing, as
you
a
thought
team,
they was gonna be right back the same good as they are now.
No,
you didn't. So shut up.
The fall off was not there for me like y'all though. It was not as great. You didn't think it was gonna be fall off was not as great.
But the point is that we're saying you didn't think it was gonna be
exactly. But the way they're playing, I think they could actually beat Milwaukee in the 7 series game.
It'll be tough, but they won't get them.
I think they could though.
I think Milwaukee is beatable. I don't know if they'll be beat. I think Boston could probably beat them. I don't hold Milwaukee high. I don't trust their coach because he was that Atlanta. They will win 60 games a season and get fucked up in the playoffs because them niggas. The system.
The way the seeding is, Toronto and Boston gonna square off in the second round. That's the 2-3 matchup in the second round.
Who you said?
Toronto
and I think Toronto gonna beat them
because Milwaukee gonna face my Heat in the second round.
It all depends on what Jason Tatum gonna do.
Nah, it's about Tatum. I always said it was about Tatum.
I just think
you had Brown over Tatum.
I never said Brown over Tatum. I just said he was good. In the beginning, like
I just said he was good. A few years ago,
I never picked Brown over Tatum. I'm not gonna let you say that about me.
Yes, you did.
I always said he was good.
I
don't remember.
I just asked you this week. When did I just ask? When did I just ask? Like this week or last week? I said you see him playing good. You said he's not good.
Brown, right?
Yeah.
Because why?
I never said he was better than Tatum.
Down on Brown.
I never said he was better
That's
than
why
Tatum.
you posed that question to me. I'm like,
yeah, because you know how you talk shit. Because I said he was pretty good, and you arguing me about pretty good.
About Tatum.
I never put him over Tatum.
That was the debate.
I never put him over Tatum. I like
in the beginning.
I always say I hope I've said it on one of these episodes before. I love players to go work out with Kobe. I love almost every player to go work out with Kobe because they always look better when they come out of it, and he was one of them. So
even when we had the beginning of the year, projections, I talked about Tatum. Like the only way Boston gets over the hump is if Tatum is the man. He poses as the man. Yeah. He says this to his teammates, "I'm the man."
And he's been doing it.
If Kimba or Brown has an issue with that, it's not gonna fucking work. They will never win.
That's why they brought in Kimba anyway, because he's like the great value Kyrie. He give you a lot of what Kyrie gonna give you, but none of the shit that Kyrie, none of the problems. So I remember in the beginning of the thing, I meant to do that too, to go back and watch the video to at least compare our picks from the beginning, from the opening night show. But so let's hop right in. Rookie of the year, who you got? Ja Morant.
Now if it could be a situation if Zion would have played, never got hurt. It could be a I can see it being a
No, if he never got hurt, I see him.
Yeah, if he never got hurt. Yeah. If they split it, the NBA's rigged.
He would have won it.
That's it.
I could have
if
seen
he
it
never got hurt, like he played
As
all
in-
the games.
No, I'm saying if they split now,
Oh,
it's real.
yeah,
And that's,
yeah.
But I'm saying if he never got hurt, I think Zion would actually won it. The reason he's not winning it because he haven't played enough games to win. That's my opinion.
probably. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I actually think if Zion played a full season, Pelicans would have made the playoffs.
I ain't gonna go that far.
I think they would have.
They talked about his number, like the analytics with him on the floor. I don't know.
Now I actually had for my AFC, I had the Pelicans and because some of y'all fools had the Golden State. I had the Pelicans. I had 3 teams fighting for the AFC. I know Pelicans was one of them. I think it was Pelicans, Spurs, and somebody else.
And you said that like we saw Steph getting hurt.
If Steph would have never got hurt, I've seen it. They cannot win like that
Alright.
with Steph.
Okay.
I said on the show, you got to score like 60 a night
So-
to get a W
What are you explaining here? Your pick for what?
for the AFC. He said he had the Pelicans.
Hey, what about that? Rookie of the year, nigga.
Man, he got off topic. Okay.
I was right. I picked so and so.
I
I
got
picked New
Ja.
Orleans.
Rookie of the year, I got
Ja.
Ja.
All right. Most improved player.
I don't know. Shit. Man.
Oh,
Oh, Siakam, but he shouldn't even have that because I hold Siakam up there, but I think Siakam.
That's
gonna-
another problem. You hold Siakam up there.
Siakam is
Siakam,
go.
Siakam is the
Oh, my
new
God.
Sean Marion. And ain't a diss.
That's
It's not a diss.
disrespectful.
To who? To who?
Sean Marion was.
Sean Marion had his best 19
He's like
for a
21.
season?
Like 21 and like 13 or something, 12, something like that. Siakam, Sean
And
Marion
what,
was
year
nice.
fucking 8 for him or something? This Siakam was what, 3rd year? 25 and 13, whatever he's
They
getting?
not doing anything.
Yeah, that's disrespect.
No, it ain't. That's very that's similarities to me.
Crazy.
They get
What's
off,
similar about that game?
They get most theirs in the open court and off of shit.
Hell no.
The second jump, that's his shit.
Hell no. Siakam
Trailer threes.
Siakam ain't getting no dish
I
off
just
from
explained
Lowry.
every way that he played. He
Siakam
said
ain't getting
no.
no dish off from Lowry for an easy deuce. No, that's not happening. The way Marion would get from Steve Nash. No, that shit's not happening.
You know that was more.
Or Jay
that was more
Kidd.
Amari's game.
Who?
That was more Amari's game with the pick and roll.
Marion. he-
So Marion wasn't no
Yeah.
beneficiary of that
he
either?
benefited off that too, Marion.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm not getting what.
Especially like the live.
So if it's a pick and roll, with Amari and Steve Nash, Sean Marion getting live?
No.
Okay.
On that.
All right.
Steve Nash wasn't getting no
Anywho,
assists.
so go
But you
ahead.
can't act like he
Continue
ain't
on.
contribute to
That's my
Marion.
comparison. I don't think it's a diss. Maybe I hold Sean Marion too high. For you, I think you hold Siakam too high. But most improved player, nobody.
They
I
just
say
won
I
50
say
plus games.
I say most improved player is
I said B.I.
Brandon Ingram
That's what I see. How do they put Luka in that? I don't
because
know.
his scoring numbers went up.
But to me, I don't know. He been cold.
Yeah,
so
Brandon Ingram, 6th man of the year.
Everybody know that.
Who?
Luke.
I say Lou, but
I
some
say
people
Montrezl
say
Harrell.
I knew.
Yeah, either.
I'm
Clipper.
gonna say Lou
A
though.
Clipper.
I'm
Since Lou done got it, I'll give it to Montreal.
No, I say Lou.
I say Montrezl. Defensive player of the year.
That one kind of hard to me.
What that?
Either.
Anthony Davis.
I can go Anthony Davis.
Anthony
You
Davis.
gonna
You
say-
going strictly off blocks.
I'm going off his
Off
defensive
defense.
numbers, his impact, and how he played the game.
Who you gonna say?
And how he
Gobert?
fits in that
I'm
team
going a
defense.
wing player. Ooh, to me,
Kawhi.
it's easier to be a big playing defense,
Oh,
getting
shit.
big side blocks and shit.
So who's yours?
It's harder to be on the perimeter chasing these fucking guards. Or
So
wing
who's yours?
players,
Kawhi.
in
Go
my
ahead and say it.
opinion.
Just go ahead and say Kawhi.
Kawhi, or even though I don't like the motherfucker, I'm Butler.
I thought you were gonna say Paul George.
No.
I was like,
I go
I
with
never
you.
talked sports with you. That nigga, he got highlight reels of game
I'ma say
winners on
Kawhi
his
or
head.
Butler.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy. I know it's unfortunate. That's crazy. And that's who you got.
But
They had, remember,
it's kinda
I
hard
said it as a
because-
joke. They took Paul George off the floor the other night, or wherever that was, a week ago. So when nobody hit the game.
But that's not fair to him though, because in clutch time they put him on the best player though, and you gonna get
then.
buckets on you.
Stop then.
But if you consider yourself a defender, you gonna be on the best. You gonna be on the best player, and that's not.
we need
fair
a
to
highlight
his-
reel of him stopping that buzzer beater then.
If you think
Nah,
about it, though.
Russ was the one talking shit to Dame the whole series.
That's his
Why?
fault.
Hey, Russ, I got Dame. No, I ain't checking that motherfucker. You get him. No, that's fucked up. You go
But
ahead,
he-
Russ,
Yeah,
and take
you,
that
yeah,
jab.
you get your ass. You get the ass whooping that you talked yourself
He a
into.
better defender than Russ though.
But Russ the one talking that shit. If I'm talking shit to somebody on the court,
Russ
I'm
actually a
facing
pretty
that
good
player.
defender
Yeah, you know he
for
ain't want that.
players that ain't Dame Lillard.
Y'all gotta give him some slack. Though.
Dame
Y'all gotta
just
give
good
him
like
some
that,
slack,
man.
dog.
You need to get Dame more credit. No picks for defensive player.
I say either
I say AD.
Kawhi or Butler.
Who you say?
80.
AD. MVP.
I don't know, man.
See y'all. If I say something, y'all just don't think I'm biased.
You gonna say Brown?
Cause y'all don't think I'm biased if I say LeBron.
I'm not going to argue.
And listen,
I'm not arguing.
We not talking the bubble. We talking regular season, right?
Yeah, of the 2020 season. You got LeBron. You can pick him. I'm not arguing with you.
I won't be mad at Giannis either though. But the only reason I say LeBron is because he lead the league in the
I say Dame.
Dang.
I was gonna go there, but
Cause
they
why would
got
you
off
say
to
Dame?
a horrible start.
I don't care.
Horrible
Why
start.
would you say that?
They weren't winning games.
You
They
you know
weren't
what?
winning
They weren't
games.
even
You
in
know
the
what?
playoffs.
You're right.
Yeah.
I take it back. But I'm not. How you most valuable you got? I don't like how we look at most valuable because it ain't nobody ever the most valuable to win.
I'm going either
It's
Giannis or Luka.
I'm going Jimmy Butler.
Giannis or Luka.
Jimmy Butler's the most
Come
valuable.
on, man.
I give you that. I
You
give
can't
that.
put Jimmy Butler in MVP.
Why can't I?
Man, why?
Look what we did
You
with that
can't put him in that
He got my
conversation.
boy.
And he the man
I don't
on
even
that
like
team.
him, but
He the man
he
on
got
that
my
team.
boys playing. He
But
got
you
my
can't
boys
put him
playing.
in MVP, dog.
I am.
Come on, dog.
We was up there.
Come
At one
on.
point, we was like
Come
number
on,
one, number
man.
2 seed.
Yeah, they was 2 for a while, or 3 or something. They was high for a while. I'm going Jimmy Butler.
Well, that's your pick.
All right, did we already say NBA champions? Who's going to win the championship?
Well, I'm taking Clippers.
I'm going Lakers.
All right, so this has been...
No, nigga, you say yours.
He already got him
Go ahead, say Miami.
in the
with Jimmy
finals,
Butler.
so yeah.
I think I did pick. So, you can follow myself at L Cool Toys. Follow the podcast, WTMN. Now, I'm going to say it just so y'all won't say I did the bullshit. Lakers, man. Lakers, ain't nobody going to... Lakers. Anything before we go? All right, guys. So, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Follow us everywhere, WTMN World. Make sure you visit the site, WTMNworld.com. Thank you for watching.
All right.